Hello, Louise McNestry here, BU training. Another installment on the Youth Work Week videos that I'm doing, just to celebrate Youth Work Week 2016. How are we getting young people like inspiring their future? How are we getting them brighter futures? Today's discussion is youth work and impact. So I think obviously throughout these videos I've discussed a lot about the impact that youth work has made in my life, and now as I'm celebrating 16 years in youth work, I'm starting to see older young people that I've worked with also have that. I had a message just this week from a young person, a young man he was one of the first ever young people I worked with at the Lambeth Young Refugee Development Project. And he's just recently started his youth and community training, and he said it was the support and the guidance that my colleagues gave him, the youth club, the projects that we did, that enabled him to have that confidence to now get into university. He's going in as a mature student, but he's figured out what it is, and it is youth work. So again, immediate kind of thanks that I give to be able to influence and impact people's lives like that. But how else do we kind of impact with young people? Just today, and it's funny that today's topic is what it is. I had a group of girls this morning that I'm working with, met them today for the first time. So I got them to create a poster about who they are and what makes them them. Quite a lot of personal information came out, and it was the conversations that came from that. There was one young lady, I ain't got nothing interesting, I don't have nothing to say. But when she read her poster, she only said one or two facts. So I started like asking questions, and it turns out she sings, she does gymnastics, she does all these amazing things. So we kind of left it, and then another young lady said that her father had passed away a couple of years ago. And the young lady that said, oh, I don't have nothing interesting, kind of said, oh, I remember when my nan passed, I sang at her funeral, and and the conversation and the empathy that came in the room was just amazing. And impact is that, how are we teaching these young people to develop those social and emotional skills? The fact that those girls were emotionally attached to each other through that grieving pain, but the empathy that was shown and the communication that was developed through that. And after we'd finished introducing ourselves, I mentioned it. I said, look, already you're holding conversations and you're being able to develop these amazing social skills. And we then start relating it to how they then do that in their everyday classes. But it does show that just topics and conversations that we have with young people through youth work is so vitally important to enable them to develop these skills like empathy and the social skills, to be able to hold conversations about death. We also had a very interesting conversation around mental health, where their attitudes were really open. They were really open to it. And again, it was beautiful for them to be able to have those mature level discussions where they could all openly speak freely. And again, it's giving them the confidence and a safe space to be able to do that, which will enable them to continue these conversations throughout their life, support them into employment, support them as they're progressing through their education and career. So quite a short one for me today, but it is just thinking about the impact. Think about an adult in your life who's made an impact, a teacher, a youth worker, a social worker, a community member, a pastor. Think about how they impacted on your life, and think about how you can impact on others, and how we can support these young people to hold those mature conversations. So again, like always, like, comment, share, let me know what you think, and thank you for watching.